Yo, what's up, everyone? How we doing today? Let me just let everyone know I'm live, and then we can get to drawing. Yo, what's up, Void? How you doing? Just give me a sec. I gotta let everyone know I'm online. Alright, all set. Doing good? Glad to hear it. Herbs fan, nice to see you. Are you a new face? I don't think I've seen you before. Well, not on YouTube. No, I've seen you on Twitter. I know who you are. How you doing? Okay, well, for today, oh, give me a second here. Let me connect my pencil. Ooh, a silent lurker, huh? That's chill. Nah, I'm like that too sometimes. I get it. Doing good? All right, sweet. Hope you ate. Oh, hope you are doing well. I was about to say, I hope you ate well. I mean, I did, but how'd you know I just ate? All right, so I'm pretty sure I put for the title that I'm gonna be drawing Marx versus Kirby. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. I don't plan to stream super long today, probably just an hour. And yeah, I'm just gonna be sketching a few ideas, and then we'll decide which one to go with. So far, I've done the mini bosses. I've done the DDD in Kirby. I've done Meta Knight in Kirby, and this will be the last one. Then all I have to do is finish up the borders, and that's all the art done for my next video. Oh, and in the thumbnail. Okay, you know what? Let's go back a bit and let's look again at yeah, I got a lot of art. And the one of the things I like about having a channel is just all the art that I gotta make. Having a channel has made me draw way more than I've done previously. Okay, so I'm just looking at this to get some ideas going. One of the problems I had with this one was a little too big because of wispy, so I don't want to obscure the top too much. All right, I have some ideas now. Ooh, this is one of my favorite tracks they did for this. Okay. Usually with Marx, I start off with the huge eyes because they're funny. Move that over. There we go. My favorite thing about having Kirby OCs is everyone I show them to instantly assuming they're secretly evil. Yeah, you got this guy to thank, don't you? It's like, oh, they're cute and adorable. Oh, they're probably gonna backstab me when I'm not looking. Boy, oh boy, do I love the Kirby Clash motif. Hmm. Ooh, this is one of the best cafe musics. Oh man, I want to show off his wings, but I can't have them take up too much space. Well, you know what? Hang on. Actually, let me start over. Okay, okay, I haven't sketched out that much, but I think I know the idea I want to go with. Do you still have ideas for... Oh, the Kirby clone? I guess I could talk about that, yeah. Man, see, the thing that sucks about being busy a lot of the time, I have a lot of ideas and I kind of want to I want to hide it and like keep it vague for later, but it would be such a long time and that would be so agonizing for anyone who's genuinely interested. So I'll just like talk, I'll just spitball some ideas I had for him. Isn't there old concept art of Marx that shows them with glasses? No, I think it was a manga. Someone saw the design, and a manga artist interpreted it as him wearing glasses, even though it's just him having big eyes. But yeah, my Kirby clone idea. I want to eventually make Kirby comic stories because I think that would be fun. And one of the stories I had would have been with the clone Kirby. And one of the things I like about Kirby Superstar is the checkerboard thing, because it kind of implies that, well, not just the checkerboard thing, but just a lot of the stories, especially Milky Way Wishes, because it kind of implies that when people have problems or they're struggling with something, they come to Kirby for help. So I was thinking, okay, maybe like often, who knows where, a piece of the Access arc is causing some trouble for some of the Dreamland civilians. And it's like, oh no, Kirby, can you please check it out? So he goes and checks it out, and it's like, oh man, one of the clones, someone's left behind. And see, this is the part where I still gotta work it out, because I wanted to make it like good thematically. So maybe like some remnant of or maybe like some workers of Haltman are left behind, and they use some data and try to make a clone Kirby. It doesn't work. Or no. It was I wanted them to make a clone of Dark Matter, and it wouldn't work. Oh, hang on, let me adjust my mic a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I wanted to have them try and create a clone of Dark Matter. It's not working. So they're like, oh, I know. Let's stuff this Dark Matter into a Kirby clone. Hold on, how did the idea go again? Man, it's been a minute. So yeah, this just goes to show I drew that and I was like, okay, I have other stuff to do. And I kind of didn't come back to it. I plan to, though. I really do want to. Yeah, how did it go? I gotcha. Okay, so the whole thing with clones is that they have no soul to pilot them. And one of the ways they wanted to circumvent that was to no. The problem was, because the clones didn't have a soul, if they tried to clone a Kirby, it wouldn't be anywhere near as powerful. So they decided to get the most potential out of a Kirby clone to use the data they got from the Dark Matter clone and kind of fuse them together. And also, the way I see it, Dark Matter and Kirby, those are two sides that are just inherently opposed. But if you took a Kirby without a soul, now it's a little bit easier. And this idea also came about because there's a part of me that wonders, oh man, what if Dark Matter possessed Kirby, right? But I feel like there isn't really an explanation as to why, but I feel like it's pretty obvious that they just can't do it because Kirby's too positive or something like that. But if you took the soul out of Kirby, it's like, oh, now we can actually, now Dark Matter can actually possess Kirby. Now it's not really Kirby, it's more like a pseudo Kirby, but same idea. And then it would allow me to like flex some ideas I had, like the tendrils. I really wanted them to function as the way clone Kirby would copy abilities, or Dark Matter possess Kirby. Because when you think of Kirby, he's like inhaling and eating stuff, and when Kirby eats, that's one of the things that he enjoys and stuff. So it's like, okay, let's be more pragmatic about it. Straight to the point, the tendrils touch something and they absorb it, and that's that. And over the course of the story, I wanted to have it where I also wanted to explore Kirby's copy ability, because I really like the thematic stuff going on with the copy ability. with how it's like taking actually, I don't want to spoil that part because I talk about it in this video. But the idea was, the more abilities this clone Kirby takes, the more it begins to show signs of life, like it has a soul. The more it takes from the environment, the more it's like, oh man, I'm actually feeling things now. And that will cause disruption within the clone itself, since it's also dark matter. So the dark matter parts will try and suppress it, but it needs those parts to actually have any power. So I don't know, those are just some ideas I had. Oh, you know what? Maybe we could go over some ideas and stuff in a stream. Maybe that would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. Does that sound interesting? Okay, yes, something like this. Maybe I would open up the wings just a little bit more. Very interesting. All right, sweet. Thank you. That's such a cool story. Thanks. Yeah, eventually I'll go full throttle with it, but I mean, there's a ton of stuff I want to do with the channel and with Kirby ideas, but you know, that other stuff holding me back right now. Oh, let me, I always forget. There we go. Oop. From empty husk to living being, yeah. Yeah, that would basically be the story. And it would also deal with how I see the copy abilities from how they're treated in the Kirby stories. But I don't want to get into that now because that's in that'll be in the video. And that's like honestly, that might have been my favorite part writing about or that might have been my favorite part I wrote for my video script, just talking about the copy ability. Because there's a lot of cool stuff going on there, and I haven't heard anyone else talk about it. Okay, so I'm thinking here, having Mirror Kirby. Okay, maybe I won't go with this idea. I'll like draw I'll sketch out a few more, see if it's to my liking. So let me draw the hat first. I like the idea that dark matter can't possess Kirby. Yeah, It just makes sense, you know? And it also makes sense as to why they always possess Dedede, because he's always got that part to him, you know? Which again, I talk about in my video. Feel like no one can possess Kirby? Yeah, it only makes sense. Okay, definitely need some touch-ups, obviously, but I think this idea isn't too bad. Yeah, you know what? I'll leave it. Let me just draw the hat, and then we'll try something else. Do I have any Shadow Kirby ideas? Maybe. See, Shadow Kirby always, like, I don't want to say frustrates me, but there's a part about him that's just like, well, what do we do, you know? Like, how do you how do you write a story about that? Because there's so many different interpretations of Shadow Kirby. It's like in the original game, it's like, oh, he's kind of like this guy on the outside. We don't really know what his deal is or what he's even doing. I mean, Amazing Mirror's story is kind of I don't know, but then we get to what's it called? Kirby Fighters, and then he's like the final boss, and he's like, whoa, he's actually really strong. And then it's like, oh no, and then Star Allies, where he's just off in the background doing whatever. And then he's also guarding the mirror world, except not really, because Tyranza stole it. And then we have Kirby Fighters 2, and it's like, oh no, he's a prankster now, guys. He's a prankster. And it's like, what even is this character anymore? I don't know. And usually when I have that kind of attitude towards something, where I'm like kind of like frustrated and confused, it's like, what is this even supposed to mean? Then I usually do something with it. It happened with Staff in Kirby Fighters 2, which, if you guys don't know, Staff Kirby is the worst character in that game, debatably, but I would say so. And hold on, wait, let me think for a second. Okay, I also have this idea. But yeah, Staff is the worst character in Kirby Fighters 2, and it would frustrate me. And then just one day, I was just like, man, this ability sucks so fucking bad. I'm gonna play him all day. That'll show him. And it's like, it's like, show who? And I'm like, I don't know, but I'm gonna do it. And it came to a point where I just started maining Staff, and now I'm the best Staff in the world, technically. And I've like won tournaments, or not one tournament. I've won sets against some of the best players with Staff, and it's just like, I don't know. And then with Magolor. So fun fact about me, I used to really not like Magolor, like as a character. And I would just be confused as to why people liked him so much. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna find out for myself. I'm gonna find out what the deal is, why people like Magolor so much, and I'm gonna see what I might like about Magolor. And it was like this whole escapade. And then it turned out, I was like, wait a minute, no, I freaking love this character. This character is amazing. And now that's another video lying in wait. So yeah, eventually I'll go back to Shadow Kirby. Probably a similar thing will happen. I'm like, man, this character is freaking ridiculous. I hate him. And then like a week later, I'll be like, never mind. This is the greatest character in the universe. Everyone needs to know it. And I'm gonna make a 5-hour video just on Shadow Kirby. That's what angers me too. He's so inconsistent and lousy at his job. It's like they can't decide what they want Shadow Kirby to be, you know? It's really weird. I always thought Staff was really good. See, a lot of people think that, especially when they first play the game. They're like, oh man, Staff is good, right? And it's like, no, not really. People like Magolor because he's a silly little cat. Yeah, Shadow Kirby is such an enigma. I like the fact that instead of making him evil Kirby, they made him Kirby's opposite in bravery. Then they just do whatever they want with him. See, that's the thing. It's like, is he that? I don't know. It's so vague. Like, to me, there's no definitive proof about him like being a coward. That's just our interpretation of how they handled him in Amazing Mirror, which is really weird because Amazing Mirror's story is it's there, I guess. Let me use blue to make this easier to see. I feel like he's pretty brave. He has no fear in taking you on. It's like, yeah, what's the deal? I don't know. I love that he never smiles. Yeah, see, there's stuff there for an interesting character. Maybe they should, do something with it instead of like doing something random every time he shows up. Ooh, actually, you know what? Hold on. I know it isn't canon, but I wonder what happens to the hundreds of Kirby in Battle Royale. Oh man, you don't you don't remember the ending, do you? The printer gets destroyed and they all like fade away and die. And it's really gruesome and it's all bloody. The Kirby's like popping, there's blood everywhere. Okay, that last part isn't true, but they do disappear. Amazing Mirror has a lot of ideas that could have been executed better. Preaching to the choir, buddy. Like literally. And I love that game. I love it a lot, but there's some stuff about it that's, you know. Yeah, that's the other thing too. That's like super inconsistent. This is why I'm eventually gonna make a video like talking about the Kirby timeline and stuff like that, because there's so much stuff that's like inconsistent and just weird about the series. Because we talk about, oh man, Kirby has great lore, Kirby has great, and it's like, yeah, that's true, but you know, there's other stuff that's like, you know. Ooh, this one is also really good. I really like this. Oh, can you guys hear the music? I know last stream I had some problems where the music would cut out sometimes and it was really weird. DDD's design constantly changing bothers me. Okay, I'm gonna do a hot take right now. Let's just get it out the way. I think the design, DDD's design in Return to Dreamland Deluxe is not that good. I know this is a hot take, but I'm sorry. And it's weird too, because I really like the one in Forgotten Lands, and they just, I don't know what they did, but it is, I don't like it. And people will swear on their life. It's like, oh no, it's the same design. Yes, they're sticking with the Forgotten Land design. But when people say that, I'm like, where? Where's the Forgotten Land design? Because that is not that. I don't know. It's interesting to watch you draw. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that just means I got to do this more often. I like Kirby lore, but I don't think it's perfect. Star Allies especially has a lot of issues with how grossly vague it is. Yep. And I gotta say something about how vague Kirby lore is too, because I think it's pretty interesting why it's that way, but I'll talk about that later. I agree, he's weirdly shaped. Hot take, it's true. Okay, nice to see people agreeing with me. Smash DDD is peak DDD. Smash DDD is a really good design. I'll attest to that. I like DDD's design in that game, but only when he smiles. In Return to Dreamland Deluxe? Okay, yeah, maybe something like this is good. I don't know. Because, okay, minor spoilers for my video, I guess. I want to have it where they're like fighting for spotlight, almost. Okay, you know what? Maybe Maybe I could draw it like that one drawing I did with Kirby and Kirby. Let's go with the purple. So that's also a Marx color. What's my favorite DDD design? Definitely Dreamland 3. The sketch at the end. That is kakoi desu. Totally cool. You like this one? I like how Marx puts his boot on Kirby. Okay, yeah. I gotta make sure they're like interacting, because I gotta think with the other ones, they aren't really touching. The only one is with the mini boss one, because Kirby's like on top of all the defeated ones. So maybe that will be something that sets Marx apart here, having him be the one touching and like messing with Kirby. Marx's shoes are so silly to me. I know, right? Like literal lows. Okay. Yeah, I always draw Mark's eyes first. I don't know if that's something people usually do. Move this over a bit. Honestly, I think OG Return to DDD is the best 3D DDD from Kirby games. That's a hot take. I think it's pretty good. It faithfully follows his superstar design. I'm trying to think though. Oh, this is a hot take. I like the 3DS models for DDD, which is insane, I know, but what can I say? Something about the eyes like obscuring, or not, no, his eyes being obscured by his hat. I like that a lot. Okay, yeah, maybe have them like directly. I also draw eyes first? Okay, cool. I find it insane that your first ever video got 15,000 views. You and me both. You and me both, man. When I saw that number hit 1,000 views, I was going insane. I was like, no way, whoa. And now it's at 15K, which is insane to me. You know what? Let me just say thank you again, because that was insane. I like popped off like crazy. So thanks to everyone who watched. Because that video was a long time in the making, especially since it was my first video, so I had to figure a bunch of stuff out. Oh, you know what? I guess I could talk about that a little bit, the process of making my first video. Because I don't think I've really talked about that yet. Oh, do you guys think there was like something behind yeah, that note right there? Them making Dark Nebula's theme sound a little like Kirby's theme in the beginning. Bum ba dum. I doubt it, but it was composed by Jun Ishikawa, so who knows? But yeah, back to what I was saying. When I was making the first video, I think the video itself came out a year after I was starting to like plan and like make the video and stuff. Originally, when I wanted to make my first video, it was going to be about the gameplay. Okay, here's how I was gonna do it. There's this YouTuber I really like, and he reviews Sonic games. And the way he does it is he does a gameplay video, like just focused and dedicated on the gameplay of that specific game, and he really goes into it. And then he really goes into the story in a separate video. So I was originally gonna do something like that, where I started with Kirby's Dream Land, I just kept going. But let's just say it didn't end up working out, at least not at first. And man, I was going into it. Like I would have like sketchbooks and notebooks just filled with pages of just me yapping about excuse me, Kirby's Dream Land gameplay, and I would be just breaking shit down, dude. I would be just going in. I'm trying to remember what like, okay, just for Green Greens, I think I spent like a good like few pages just talking about the first about the first 2 screens up to the mini boss. It would be like a 15-minute just ride just to the mini boss, and I would just be like, wow, I'm going into it like a little too much, maybe. Okay, I think this one isn't bad. Okay, see, that's the thing too. I want to make enough space for Marx's wings, because I want to use his true form. But like, I don't know. That idea isn't bad, but I got to keep going and see if I find something else. Oh, Elegant, what's up? Nice to see you again. You really deserve it. Really cool video talking about the missing charm from recent Kirby games. Yeah, I really do miss that stuff. Like, imagine in Forgotten Lands, in every world you have like a little thing with Elfilin. That would make the story like literally 1,000 times better if you just bond with Elfilin for a little bit. But they didn't do that, which is unfortunate. Pariah, I really like his channel. Taught me to appreciate Shadow the Hedgehog's theme. Yeah, I want to eventually do a video on Shadow the Hedgehog myself, but that'd be way in the future. Yeah, Pariah, honestly, he really he's one of my main inspirations to just make videos. Okay, so I want to keep the foot thing. I think that's really good. I think that's a good idea, especially because Marx doesn't have hands. So hold on, how long have I been streaming? 37 minutes. Okay, not bad. You know what? Let's just start on a new page. There we go. This one is good too. Not my favorite, but it's a good one. You know what? I'm thinking about putting them in a similar position too, but maybe get them like a little bit. You know what? Let's put this on. There we go. Let's use that as reference. Yeah, put them a little bit closer. Have you noticed Hal's obsession with hexagons? Like, I noticed it now while I was looking at your Marx art. Also, I can't really give you any type of advice since I know nothing about drawings. How long did it take me to get good at art? If you, oh yeah, you guys weren't in the last stream I did. My whole thing with art is I just kind of like fuck around for a little while, and then things just kind of end up happening. Like, honestly, I don't know if I would even say like I'm like super good at art, but that's partially because I don't I wouldn't really say I like learn outside of just drawing. How do I say it? I don't read books or that kind of stuff. The most stuff I do is look at like a lot of Kirby fan art. Like, my timeline on Twitter is just always flooded with Kirby fan art. That was my problem with Elfilin. I liked him, but I don't think I connected with him enough to care about when he got kidnapped, not to mention the fake out deaths that last 30 seconds. Thank you. Literally, yes. Like, I can't stress enough how true that is. Oh, maybe I could like do it kind of like that one art from Dreamland 3 when you die against DDD in the boss butch. And have Kirby be kind of like squashed, kind of like that. Maybe I could even make it a like funny-ish, where I have him go like this. Maybe. One thing I remember from your Twitter is that you are looking to find a unique art style. Yeah. Let me read the other comments before I talk about that. Are you truly drawing unless you are messing around for an hour until I make something you like? I feel that. If I had Twitter, that would also be my timeline. But yeah, if you guys have seen my Twitter, that's where I like post a bunch of art. I'm kind of refraining from posting it on YouTube until I know the video is ready to go, so that way I can get a little bit of momentum on my YouTube. But yeah, I draw in a lot of different art styles. Mostly because of what I just said. I like fuck around for a little bit. And I'm just like, we'll do this time. And it kind of means that I have no like definitive art style. Like, one of the things I want to ask my my followers is, how often when I post like a piece of art, are you like, oh, that is so Star Warper? Oh, that Star Warper, that is so you. Like, I know it's you. Like, there are some artists out there where when they draw something, you know it's like, okay, that's this artist. That's this artist. I feel like when it comes to me, it's like, oh, I don't know. It's like, it's good, but like this could have. there isn't really much that in the way of me knowing it's you. Like, I said that weird, but I don't know. I drew the foot here really shitty. Let me fix that. And yeah, one of the things I want to do is eventually do commissions and that sort of thing. And to do that, I want to at least like know like how exactly I'm going to draw things, because I can't take on a commission and be like, yeah, I'll get back to you in a few weeks. I'll let you know how it turns out. Like, trust me, buddy, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Like, I'll make sure it's a good quality, but I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out. So we'll both find out. You know, I can't do commissions like that. That'll be pretty fun though. Hello, yo, I forgot how to say your name again. It's Jippy Roll, right? As someone trapped on YouTube, I didn't know you had a Twitter. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I do have a Twitter, and that's where I post all my art stuff. And I post when I'm like, you know, every so often before I go to the gym, I'll be like, hey guys, ask me questions, you know? And I'll also post updates on like how video stuff is going, little things like that. I'm trying to post on there more, just like to say random stuff about Kirby, just so I can get more followers, because that's how you do it. Just keep posting. This is also one of my favorite remixes. I like how they handled it. I bet you for a fact Ando composed this. Okay, I'm not glazing when I say this. That's usually when the glazing starts, but okay. But the way you draw Kirby and your art style in general reminds me of you. What do you mean? THR, only time I'd say it differed was the Kirby clone, but anything else I say, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, that's nice, thank you. That's good, at least. That my followers, when they see my art, they're like, okay, that's Star Warper. That's good. Let me see the art for a second. Hold on. you guys hear that? That's why I love Kirby music. Just little shit like that. It gives the feeling that the biggest Kirby fans are the ones working on the games. You know what I mean? Because they always like put in these little references and stuff. I'm allergic to Twitter, so I'll probably not see your art. Oh no, that's chill. What's your address? Oh, you know, I live by Kirby's house. Green Grounds or whatever. Twitter is scary. Yep. Yeah, I feel that. Just follow artists, stay away from drama, and you'll be good. Yeah, like the best part about being on Twitter is just the fan art. Artists are so freaking good. Like, dude, you'll come across like one of the greatest pieces of art that you couldn't even like fathom how they made it. And it'll get like 5 likes, and it'll be like some Japanese some Japanese Twitter user that you've never heard of. And it's like, dude, what are you doing here? Go get a job. Get off of Twitter where people are giving you 5 likes. Go out there and get a job. I want to see your murals on like on whatever, just, you know. I recognize your Kirby art because it's very simple and pastel like. Very similar to Kirby's Dreamland 3 one. Oh, thank you. Twitter is awesome, but just not the drama. Yeah. I also use it for news about gaming in general since Twitter is the most active. Yeah. The Pokemon leakers, don't even get me started. I do feel like it's for people who have a passion for Kirby and are heavily involved in its development. Like, yeah, I made a post I made a post recently about Maglor's Soul. It was pretty funny. I was just like shitting on it, like, oh yeah, you disgusting, horrible, you know. Let me quote the exact the exact words I used, because it was pretty rough. Let me see. Lying, cheating, deteriorating, deplorable, corrosive, disgusting, self-destructive, pathetic, soon-to-be nothing person who's lost their way. If only you followed the star illuminating the right path. Suki. Which means I like it. But yeah, and then I talk about how I'd like that I like that Maglor's Soul, even though it's like clearly paying homage to dark matter and that kind of thing, it doesn't actually reference, or it has nothing to do with dark matter story-wise, which I love, because they could have easily had it where, oh man, this is actually a part of something greater. And to me, if they did that, it would have taken away from Maglor's story. And so I like that they didn't have it like revolve around pre-existing Kirby stuff. And even when they do something like that, they still make sure that the story at hand is the most important thing. Like, even though Star Dream is connected to Nova and whatever, Star Dream itself is still its own fully fledged character with its own story. Okay, I think I like this a lot. But I do want to make him just like a little bit more creepy. And I'm going to slap the wings on. Oh yeah, for the past year or so, my brain decided that I think Nightmare Wizard is cool. He is indeed very cool, especially what they did with him in the remake and in the anime. That design is killer. Oh, you're just speaking out of my soul. No. Talking about my post. Maglor is not only but even a tad crestfallen after hearing that diabolical statement. Yeah, I mean, he's already feeling shitty enough. Do you think Hal is going to take a long time for the next Kirby game since Vanpool closed? Oh yeah, because they were helping out with the mainline games and stuff. I don't know. The next Kirby we will see is on Switch too. I don't know. You'll never know. The next Direct will roll around and Kirby will get some other random spinoff. So who knows? Yeah, think about it. It will release in the second half of 2025, and it'll take a while for sure. Yeah. I low-key, even though Forgotten Land was cool, I low-key want a Kirby game that's like that's more traditional in 3D. Like low-key, I was thinking too, what if we got a sequel to Blowout Blast? And it was like, it was going after adventure instead of Kirby's Dream Land. And you would have small challenge stages in each world. So it's like, oh, butter building, get this high score or whatever by the end of the level. And then we could even have stuff from Return to Dreamland, like the challenge doors, where you specifically use one ability instead of like switching with multiple. I think something like that in 3D would be pretty cool. And you get to see the Kirby's adventure environments in 3D. I think that would be awesome. Okay, you know what? Now instead of this, I'll have Kirby. Something like that. Because I kind of don't want it to be too goofy. I want it to be clear that they're like fighting each other. There we go. I also want to have Kirby wear the hat, but I'm trying to figure out how that would work with this posing. Technically, the Master Crown is a part of something greater. It's just the ancients, though. I do like that it can. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's in the backgrounds. It's there to service the main story instead of taking away from it, which is I love it. Kirby's storytelling is so good. More people need to talk about it. For real, like, can we real quick, guys? Can we stop talking about Kirby lore sometimes and just talk about Kirby's story, thematically and stuff? I think that needs like a little bit more attention, but you know, maybe that's just me. Which is also why I'm making these videos. Kirby Twitter fandom going crazy after Mac made that Magalore tournament. Who's Mac? Is that a Japanese? Oh, are you talking about Kirby Fighters 2? I would love another Blast. Me too. Did you enjoy Forgotten Land? I feel like you stated. Whoa. When did I state criticism on Forgotten Land? Other than the story. To be honest, Hal really likes making games based on anniversaries since Triple Deluxe. Forgotten Land was released near the 10th anniversary. Yeah, you do have a point. Who knows? Maybe that'll be the next Kirby game when the next anniversary rolls around. I thought Marx and Kirby was goofing around at your drawing. Whoops. Yeah, see, that's why I got to test out ideas and stuff. Oh, that sounds like a neat idea. Imagine there are different routes for it. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. I don't know. There's some interesting gameplay that could be happening there. Quiz time. What color is Jack Black's gram? I have no idea. I like it when Kirby shows clear emotions. My most favorite being frustration. Yeah, because it's rare. Kirby lore equals Kirby story. I have to disagree. Love how many games lore has ancients that mess up everything. So true. Their handle is just a Magalore silly jester. Okay, whew, got through all those comments. What was I saying? Yeah, Forgotten Land. I like Forgotten Land. I have my gripes with it, but I mean, even the things that I have issues with, I get it, you know? Like, I get why they made certain changes, and I'm like fine with what they did. I will say though, oh, you know what? Maybe instead of having his hand here, he's like stepping on his hat. That might be better. Let's see if I can pull that off. The only problem is his... Oh, the music stopped. Oops. There we go. Yeah, let's see if I can get his hat here. Okay, I have an idea. But yeah, I liked Forgotten Lands. I liked it a lot. One of the main gripes I have with it, though, is that stupid thing where after every time you get a scroll and you head back, they have to tell you, hey, you got a scroll. I know I got a scroll. That's why I'm in the town. You don't need to tell me every single time. And I love replaying Kirby games. And that just shoots the replayability in the foot. Like, I can't, dude. You know what? Hold on. Let me copy this. Yeah. Oh, oops. The little thing isn't showing it. There we go. Oops. There we go. Man, I think this is this is the most I've had on a drawing stream. So it's pretty funny, like going to the drawing and then going back to my computer and like seeing like the chat section flooded. Okay, so I think the next Kirby game related to Amazing Mirror and Triple Deluxe, since they celebrate their you know, I do have ideas for a Amazing Mirror sequel, which I'll talk about in a sec. All right, here's the answer. The color of Jack Black's grand. All right, buddy. Sorry, stress me, bro. I mean, Forgotten Land is their first proper 3D platformer, so issues are forgivable. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That issue with the what's it called? With going back to town and every second it's like, hey, you got to scroll. Like, I don't know. Someone on the team should have been like, hey, maybe this is stupid. You know, maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe we should have a skip button, you know? Like, that's not a 3D platformer first time issue. That's just like a game design issue, but that's just me. Me too, I feel that way. There's so many times where I could hear about the lore being dark before I hear something like industrialized theming of Robobot or something. See, exactly. I figure it's right with Kirby lore is getting attached to characters is hard because we almost never see them again. I miss Prince Fluff. Yeah, I have stuff to say about that too. Forgotten Land was cool and all, but I didn't need to know DDD can run all fours. That was pretty funny when I saw it for the first time. Ooh, I've got to go. Sorry, man. I'll be back later. It depends on how. I do plan on ending stream pretty soon, so you know you might have to catch the next one. Extremely fair. The flavor text is just tedious. Upgrading abilities feels like it takes longer than it should. Like literally, exactly my point. Glacia, you'll be missed. That too. I also miss Prince Fluff. You and me both. See you, Plush Studios. Yes, goodbye, Plush Studios. I wish we got a wild Meta Knight. I think that would have been cool. I like Kirby because it always gives me a childish sense of wonder. The other games in the series that gives you that is Mario and Luigi. Yes, speaking of, I'm super excited for Brothership. I'll probably stream that. But like actually, I know I said I'd stream Paper Mario and I didn't, but I will actually stream what's it called? Brothership. Whew. Okay. See ya, Yippee roll. I wish, yeah, Wild Meta Knight. I feel like that could have been interesting. Like maybe he could have taken traits after bats or something. You know, hold on. Maybe let me erase more stuff. Give myself more space. Ooh, that little drum bit makes me want to listen to to Kirby's Dream Buffet music. I might pop that on after this. What was the thing I wanted to talk about? It was one of the comments here. Right, Amazing Mirror. Okay, so I made a post a while ago, like a long while ago, about, hold on, how would the hat even go? Like this? Yeah. About a sequel to Amazing Mirror. Because, you know, if you guys know from my stream and stuff, I really like Amazing Mirror. And then I would have to remove the hand here because no point in having the hand. I really like Amazing Mirror, despite its problems. And similar thing with Star Allies. And I feel like those two games, with their mechanics combined, could make for a really, really awesome Kirby game. And then you slap in some ideas from Milky Way Wishes, or really I should say a idea, because I'm mainly talking about the copyability stuff, the copyability Essence Deluxes or whatever they're called. You slap those all in the game, all those mechanics, that would make for a fire game. Just literally just one of the best Kirby games. Let's think about it. You could have so much variety in how you approach different sections. And since you have a partner with you, you could, like, I'm thinking like it's 4-player and everyone can make a helper by throwing hearts or something like that. Okay, I think this is kind of turning out to be a mess a little bit. Let me redraw the foot here so I can see where it will be. Because okay, it's probably hard to tell, but I want to have it where Marx's foot is stepping on Kirby's jester hat. You know what? Maybe that would mean I would have to move Kirby's face a little bit more down. I'm going all over the place. I need to like talk about one thing and like fix on it. Right, back to what I was saying about Amazing Mirror. Because think about it. Think about everyone has like their own little helper that could give them the element of whatever they need. So maybe you're using sword and you want a fire sword because you're going through a really grassy area and you need to burn down some stuff. Think about like the kind of puzzles you could have in that kind of setting with the ability elemental stuff. Man, honestly, I should make a video on this because I have a lot of ideas that I'm not able to formulate correctly because I'm thinking about multiple things at the same time. Okay, maybe have it like this. And then have Kirby's hands still here, or whatever you would call it, nub. It's a really shitty drawing of it, but bear with me for now. And then have the other part of the hat there. This looks really weird. Let me look at the comments. 3D open world Amazing Mirror. I feel like that could be interesting, yeah. I'm still thinking 2D, but 3D could be cool too. There's so many ways. There's so many one-off characters in the franchise I want to see more of. Like, I know Susie was very intrinsic to specifically Robot, but it just felt like someone else we won't see again. Oh right, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about. Hold on, this stream is very enjoyable because it's so calm. I'm like spazzing out over here because there's so many comments. Dude, if I keep doing this and I get more and more concurrent viewers, man, it's gonna be kind of hectic. Give me a sec, guys. Let me get some water. I'm talking a lot. Ooh, man, love this music. Whew. They did give him bat effects on Meta Knight's attacks in Forgotten Land, so Wild Meta Knight being a bat would be the most obvious answer. Yeah. But man, one of the main bat things is having fangs. Ooh, you know what? Maybe like a Wild Meta Knight would have his mask off and it would just be like this very like fucked up Kirby face with like fangs and teeth and that kind of thing. So that could be really interesting. Honestly, I could maybe during a stream when I'm not drawing for a video, we could like draw out some concepts like that. I don't know. Would you guys think that'd be a fun stream? Searching for abilities in a Metroidvania style game sounds awesome. That's what I'm saying. Oh, dude, and then too, the super rare abilities would function as like really cool stuff because you would get a really rare ability. It would function to solve really rare puzzles, and then you would get that ability as a permanent kind of thing that you could switch to near the end of the game, and then you could just tear through the game, all that stuff you missed. I feel like that could be really cool. Okay, yeah, let me take a second and read all the comments I missed. Amazing Mirror is my favorite one. The sense of adventure is so well constructed and the backgrounds are amazing. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I can't wait to get to the video where I start talking about the backgrounds. Soon as I'm done this, guys, soon as I'm done this video, I want to go nuts. I want to just go crazy with like shorter styled videos so I can get more out. The stream is very enjoyable because it's so calm. Most of the time, the world is very loud, but this music and you talking makes you. Oh man, I'm glad I can kind of have this nice little quiet space for you. I will say these streams definitely do make me think a lot about different Kirby concepts. Yeah, I mean that's just how my mind is. That'd be cool. When you mention Amazing Mirror to the Kirby fandom, they immediately think of Tarantula because everyone expects the sequel to be related to him. but I want to see more Amazing Mirror like game, more Amazing Mirror gameplay like game. I mean, Amazing Mirror sequel, I wouldn't mind if like story-wise it had Taranza, but I do want it to keep the Amazing Mirror gameplay. Also, the current Kirby Cafe song fits what you were drawing. Yep, we've cycled through it and we're back to Marx. Anyone else have lots of Kirby ability concepts? Ooh, that could be another fun stream. Maskless Wild Meta Knight sounds like an amazing idea. I can see it now. That would be really cool. Wild Meta Knight without the mask. He better not run on all fours. Oh, dude, and you know what? We could even like throw in the Smash Ultimate Meta Knight design with his multiple wings. I feel like that could be really cool. Oh, that's something I want to talk about too. So our some people, I've seen some drawings of Meta Knight's wings being a part of his body instead of like his transforming cape, which I found pretty funny. Where do we stand on that, by the way? Do we think Meta Knight's cape is a part of him? Or sorry, Meta Knight's wings are a part of him? Or is that like a tool he uses? Oof, okay. Something like that. Except, see, that's more messy. Well, actually, just messy because I was kind of fucking around a little bit. Let me clean it up. Then we can judge it. Okay, 1 hour and 6 minutes. I'm saying it right now. 10 minutes, and I'm gonna go off because I do have other stuff to do today. To do today. As much as I would love to sit here and draw all day, I can't. Which is unfortunate. But that's how it is. I'm already drawing creatures, and now I want to draw a wild Meta Knight. Oh, I'm interested to see how you do it. The 4 wings would be awesome. If you do draw wild Meta Knight, I think mist or vines on his face would be cool. Moss. Ooh, see that's something else that could be cool. I was always thinking of having a Meta Knight fight where the fight continues after you shatter his mask. Because that's like one of the things that I've heard some people say, where it's like, oh, you know, these aren't like real fights because Meta Knight's always retreating after his mask breaks off. He's not going like full power. So I'm thinking of having a fight where Meta Knight is controlled and he's like so far gone that even having his mask be shattered isn't enough to break him out of whatever trance he is. So maybe that could be like what wild Meta Knight is. You break his mask and it's like kind of a fake out. They're like, oh no, yeah, we beat Meta Knight. And then he turns, the camera pans on him and he turns and it's just like this horrific, like fucked up Kirby face with like bat teeth and whatever. I feel like that could be a cool idea. Okay, see, hold on. I want to have his, hold on, how do I have it here? Yeah, his hand is actually touching Marx here. I want it to be like a conflict going on here. I have no idea how the wings would work, like they'd be a part of him, but also not. I kind of like both, but not sure. I prefer the idea that his cape is like transforms into the wings and it's not connected to him. Because it fits his character more, that he's using tools to, or he's using a tool to what's it called? To be, how do you say it? But like Batman-ish. But also you want to draw that fine line because Meta Knight's not the type of character to go full throttle on tools. He, at the very least, when he uses a tool, it relies on his own skill. Okay, so yeah, let's see if I can, I don't know, I feel like that looks weird. Dude, that would be sick. Glad you think so. We'll definitely have to do that stream then sometime. I wonder if we'll ever get possessed Meta Knight again, considering he resisted Forgo's brainwashing. See, that's a thing. I'd like Star Ally. I'd like it when they revisit ideas, but they do it in completely different ways. Because it's very clear that Forgo's brainwashing is different from something like what's it called? The Dark Hearts from Star Allies. Because it seems like the Dark Hearts, they more so have you give into the more negative traits that you already have. Forgo seems more like direct brainwashing and making you more primal. So something like that wouldn't affect the Meta Knight, but making you lose control of your dark side, that's something that fits Meta Knight more. Especially that frustration aspect. I like that they touched on that. Because he gets pissed when you don't pick up the sword, and yeah, he's just like kind of letting himself like run wild and go on a bit of a rampage, which isn't too dissimilar to how they characterize Dark Meta Knight in that game. Okay, and perfect. I can have Kirby's hand here, or nub, or whatever you want to call it, with the wand in hand. I like this one, but I also want to kind of make them on equal grounds, kind of. So, I don't know. Maybe this will be the one I go with if I don't come up with something better. Okay. 2 more minutes. I want to keep drawing, so 2 more minutes. And let's switch up the music. Ooh, gotta go with the classic. There we go. Love this track. And let me read comments again. I don't want any more possession storylines. It's getting stale. I agree, but also, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure they could still do some interesting things with it, but we'll see. But then DDD got possessed again. Silly DDD. I haven't drawn a detailed Meta Knight for a long time, so me trying to make a wild Meta Knight would be interesting. Wait, would it bite? I hope not. I mean, that would be like what a wild Meta Knight is. All that chivalry and like, what's it called? Discipline and training and stuff. That would be gone. It would just be like raw like emotion and stuff. Just that raw skill Meta Knight has. So he'd be using like it. Honestly, like it wouldn't be surprising to have Meta Knight punch and stuff. Honestly, that would be interesting. Having a Meta Knight, having wild Meta Knight, like maybe during the second phase when he's much less composed, having him fight without a sword. But what would he use instead? Because I'm thinking like punching, which again isn't really what I want most Kirby characters to be doing, especially Meta Knight, to be honest. He has his wings. Maybe his wings are like super sharp and like what's it called? Rugged, or whatever. Yeah, maybe they're like super rugged and are sharp with edges, and he uses that as a sword. Maybe a club. I feel like if we're gonna have him use a weapon at that point, we might as well have him use a sword. Have him use his sword or whatever. Ooh, something else interesting though. Maybe his sword, because I talked about this on Twitter too. Maybe his sword changes. Because I like that when Kirby grabs Meta Knight's sword, it changes to something that fits him more. So maybe, you know, during this like weird, like when Meta Knight's all weird and fucked up, his sword is also weird and fucked up. Oh, maybe we could go with that idea further and have him like become one with his sword almost, and have his sword function as, I don't know. Then maybe the sword itself is a part of him, and that would give it this more animal-like feeling. Something, maybe something similar to claws or something. I don't know, just spitballing ideas. Man, this is fun. Yapping about random Kirby ideas with a chat while drawing. I could get used to this. He has 2 claws on his wings. Oh yeah, he already does, technically. So yeah, maybe we could go further with that. His claws under his gloves? I don't know. Oh, you know what? You know what? I just remembered his scorpion tail from Robobot. So maybe maybe Galaxia would merge into his back and it would just create this like weird like fizzing this weird scorpion tail that's like fizzing with energy. And then and Meta Knight's wings are also like super big and dark, so maybe that golden tail would like contrast with his like more dark body. I don't know. Ooh, and you know what too? Since we're already giving him fangs and stuff, since he's a bat, let me switch a track. Maybe we could have it where those wings and that scorpion tail will kind of like trap you like prey. So they'll all like grab onto you and hold you and bring you closer to Meta Knight's face, and then he'll be like, "Arr," you know. Though then again, they did when DDD did that to Kirby, they tried to their best to not make it gruesome. So maybe we no. You know what? Maybe we could even play with that idea of Kirby and Meta Knight being related or whatever, and have him inhale, and then when you get close to him, having that scorpion tail and those wings like grab you, and then he bites into you. Maybe, I don't know. Let's do Cloudy Park. Oh, let's slow that down. My bad if that blasted your ears off. Actually, no. Grassland 2. Grassland 4 is fine. Blood, don't stop yapping. We don't want him to stop, and I'm all here for it. Real. Also accidentally deleted my comment. Whoops. The inhale would be cool. Yeah, just talking about this is making me definitely want to do this. And then we can have this other thing there. Actually, no, that won't make any sense. Be too far. I don't know, something like this. I think I'm done with this sketch for now. If I decide to do this one, then I'll pursue it more, but something like that. Okay. One more sketch, and then I call it. Ooh, yes, they never touch on their connection, and it would be so cool. Wait, what? The inhale thing? I got my stuff to sketch wild meta. Now I'm realizing I'm super low on paper. Nah, I feel you. I gotta get more sketchbooks too. Ooh, you know what? Maybe Meta Knight's upper caliber, it uses more of those it uses his wings and stuff. So it's just like this kind of like this rabid beast just clawing at you. But his wings are the ones clawing at you, and his scorpion tail is like clawing at you too. Maybe something like that. Man, it must be a lot of fun to work on Kirby and design shit. You wasted all your paper on Slugcat? That sounds like a Pikmin enemy. Let me see what that is. Oh, from Rain World. Oh, this is the game that you wanted me to play. I'll definitely do that eventually. Slugcats are from Rain World, right? Yeah, I remember you asking me to play that before, which I definitely will. You know what? Let me hang on a second. Dude, this music is so good. Okay, it's in my stream ideas, so it'll definitely come eventually. Star Warper Promise. The curse of traditional art. Not as bad as losing storage though. Yeah, luckily I haven't lost anything yet. You know what? Let me hold on. You know what drawing Marx has got me to realize though? There's no way that Pizza Tower didn't take some inspiration from Marx when making the noise. Like there's no way, right? I mean, just look at his big goofy eyes. I don't know, maybe that's me. His big goofy eyes and his smile. He's like so happy to be shitting on everyone and everything. Rainworld's awesome. It's getting new DLC soon. Oh, that's nice. It's still active. Be careful getting Rainworld because if you like it, you will get Rainworld brainworms. I mean, I already have Kirby brainworms, so might as well go all in. Okay. How about this? Ooh. This one is great. Okay, we'll listen to these two Kirby tracks, and then I'll call it officially, 100%, totally. This is the problem I had when I was playing Kirby Fighters 2 friendlies with people. I'd always be like, all right, I gotta go. Okay, one more. Okay, no, I gotta go though. Okay, one more. All right, I gotta go. Oh, one more. I would always do that shit. Okay, let me think. So yeah, I said the main thing I want to do is have it be like they're like pushing each other out the spotlight. So I want as much physical contact as possible. Okay, you know what? Let me try it. Okay, yeah, let me try something. Man, this track is so good. Rainworld brainworms force you to make too many OCs. Yeah, honestly, like I'm not really an OC guy. Honestly, like, let me think. I think that Clone Kirby was the first time I ever made an OC. Like, I'm struggling to think of any other OC I made. Ooh, okay. He kind of looks like Gooey there. Yeah, something like this, maybe? So good. And not enough people talk about this frickin' track, dude. Literally, like, one of my favorite things Jun Ishikawa has ever written. This one is also really good. I love this part, dude. It sounds like what you would expect, like a twinkling sea or something to sound like. I really like making OCs, but I tend to keep them simple and they never interact with the official characters. Almost almost like a Big the Cat situation. Where they're just like fucking around somewhere else while all the major things are going down. The other thing about this too, like I'm thinking about this while I'm drawing, I don't want it to be too cluttered. I want it to be like, oh, this is Marx, you know? Like this is clearly, obviously Marx, and you can see his design in full glory, because I'm talking about the design a lot too. Yeah, this one is all still really good. We'll see. Ooh, is this gonna be... Oh. Okay, alright, I'm gonna call it. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna finish this first. Let's listen to... Ooh. This one. Which I'm sure not a lot of people have listened to, actually. Not a lot of people talk about Dreamland 3 in general. I get it's not a perfect game, and it flounders compared to Superstar, but there's a lot of charm to it, especially the OST. Yeah, see, that's why I wanted Dreamland 4. Great ideas. Some of it's not executed the best, but you know, it's how it is sometimes. Sometimes you just need that extra game to smooth things out. This is really cool. Love this track. Frog, the OST is fire. Don't forget the art style. For what, Dreamland 3? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not liking this one. Okay, you know what? Let's double down on this other one. Because I think this one is best. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? You know, I guess I could make his foot more prominent like this one. That might be better. Yeah, because then he's actually... Hold on. Because then he's actually, like, stomping down, you know? I wonder, too, because it also gives a little bit more room to his face. So maybe I could do something with that. Oops. Okay, maybe if I move Marx's body just like a little bit higher, it'll look better. Cause that foot just looks awkward otherwise. Unless, hold on. Sorry, I'll look at comments in a second. Let me just do this real quick. Something more like that, it looks better from that angle. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. I'll touch it up on the next stream. So let's chill out for a bit until this finishes, and then I'll go. But yeah, let me know, guys. Which one do you think is best? I'm thinking bottom left. You know what, I guess I could finish this one on the bottom right. But I don't really like where it's going. Top right one, because it feels like they are on equal terms. Bottom left feels like Kirby is struggling, and that makes me feel very... I like how you put very sad. Like, not just regular sad. I'm feeling very sad. I really like Kirby, Marx stomping on Kirby's face on the bottom left. Okay, you know what? I will circle these two as a reminder for myself next time I draw. So not next stream, unfortunately, but yeah, next time I draw, to fuse these two ideas together, because I think there's stuff to like about both of these. I do agree with you, Kirby fan 321 or Curbs fan 321. I like them being on equal ground because it feels like there's more of a conflict there instead of Marx just stomping on Kirby. But there's also that element to Marx's character in him being, you know, at least in that situation, like above Kirby, being like, oh, I tricked you, you know. But there still needs to be a scuffle going on because it's a fight, not a domination, you know. Next time on Star Warper Z. I really like Mark's. Yeah. Heads up, if you play Rain World, don't go to the gate near the water. That made me want to quit. Okay, noted. Top left one looks like Kirby is trying to guard the attack. Yeah, maybe I could reference the guard animation a little more. Okay. All right, this is a good little sesh right here. Ooh, you want to know what? Or you know what? I'll in these last few seconds, kind of want to watch me draw this. Actually, no, not this one. This one. Yeah. Every so often, I like to rewatch my drawings. Yeah, this, I was like, oh, I should probably make a unique thumbnail for these art streams instead of just, man, because that was kind of a shit show. My other stream. Or my first one where I was just like, throw a thumbnail on there with Adeline and Kirby. You know what? If anything, maybe that'll be the next one. I'll draw a version of that instead of using the pre-existing one. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I'll catch you guys next time. Which will probably be Friday, I want to say. And by then, I'll have settled on a final sketch and probably a final and probably I'll do the line work. So expect next stream to be working on color, though no guarantee. You know how it is. All right, yep. Catch you guys later.